Let's see where you're headed, Green Lady, with your glowing eyes. Where are you going? What are you doing over there? Where are you going?
Right, Gizmos, do your thing. Excellent. Less than excellent. Amy?
Oh my god!
Amy! Amy!
Thanks, Doctor, but now what's the plan?
Plan? I'm sorry, saving you from being fried to a crisp is as far as I got. A plan. Interesting idea. Ah, yes! Sensitive to high-frequency noise. Well done, Pond.
Well, Doctor?
Well, what?
Well, how do you stop a great big angry flying jellyfish?
It's not a jellyfish, Amy. Jellyfish generally swim in water, not thin air. And they don't shapeshift either. No, that's a rutan. And it's been a while since I last ran into one. Let me think a second. Fingernails on a chalkboard. No one can stand that. After her! Come on!
She did it again.
I hate shapeshifters. They never play fair in a chase.
What was that?
A rutan. I'm afraid that must have been what we bumped into. A rutan ship.
So what do they want with Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes? Guido?
We saw him. Me and Rory, down in the cellars. Those cellars are under Parliament. This is 1605, Doctor. November 5th, 1605.
Yes, I know all that.
You know?
Remember the 5th of November? How could I forget? What I don't know is why a rutan would be getting pally with them. And the real problem is that it might not just be rutans. The thing about aliens is, they're never as careful as they think they are. People notice stuff, all sorts of stuff. Odd stuff, strange stuff. Come on, Pond, let's go and find the word on the smelly street. Ugh.
Doctor, what's wrong with him?
He looks catatonic. No doubt a result of encountering the lesion.
What, you mean the lesion did this to him?
No, his brain did this to him. This is a London town crier in 1605. His brain has no point of reference for something like this. He's never seen a temporal portal before, so when his brain can't cope, it closes down.
Sir, I must thank you. This strange wonder has me bewitched. It is like some gateway to another realm.
Tell me what you know about these gateways.
Little enough. I went looking for the truth behind the wild stories that young Charlie told me. And then, before I know what, a great many of these gateways appeared about the streets. And it worries me greatly.
Charlie? Who's Charlie?
A young orphan who came to me with stories of travelling through these strange gateways to the house of the Green Lady.
So what about this Green Lady? Who is she?
I haven't seen her myself, but everyone talks of an apparition of a well-to-do lady, beautiful to look at, who wanders the streets after dark. She is dressed in green, and some say her eyes glow like emeralds lit with cold fire. Others say she appears and disappears before your eyes.
You said there were more of these gateways. Where are they?
There are two others I know of. I can take you to them if you wish.
Okay, Amy, I'm going to go with this Sterling fellow and see if I can deal with the other legions round here before they tear London apart.
And what about me?
See if you can find out more about this Charlie chappie. Chat to people. Get the goss. You're good at that.
I'm looking for Charlie. Have you seen him?
You stay away from me. I ain't talking to no strangers. You might give me the plague.
Hello, what's going on around here?
Nothing much, miss. Just the usual robberies, murders and pestilence. Another fine day in London town.
I'm looking for Charlie. Have you seen him?
You may want to talk to Barnaby. They're best friends.
Where would I find Barnaby?
Probably loitering around here somewhere. The lazy young swine.
Good evening, miss. I am Alice Flowers, purveyor of fine herbal remedies.
Hello, Alice. My name's Amy. I don't suppose you've noticed anything out of the ordinary going on, have you?
Always, my dear. There's never a dull moment in London town.
I'm looking for Charlie. Have you seen him?
Indeed I have, miss. I saw him only last night, white as a sheet and soaked to the skin. Looked like he'd been scared half to death. Young Barnaby is a close friend. He may know of his whereabouts.
Tell me about Barnaby.
Another urchin, but a much sadder story than Charlie's. Plague took away his family, they say, and left him with a terror of the pestilence. You'll find him wandering these streets, but don't expect much sense from him.
Tell me about Barnaby.
I already told you. Plague took away his family, they say, and left him with a terror of the pestilence. You'll find him wandering these streets, but don't expect much sense from him.
What remedies do you have for the plague?
For the plague, I make posies which can mask the poison vapours and prevent its spread. For other ailments, I make salves and poultices that you apply to the body.
Posies? You mean flowers?
A posy is a small bag containing a mixture of 3 herbs. Bring me bergamot, comfrey and lavender, and I can make you one.
I told you, miss, I ain't talking to no strangers what might have the plague.
So, what's the gossip on the streets?
Please, I'm in a rush.
Hello again, Amy. Just put the herbs into the bowl so I can give them a good mix. Just need to mix them all up and crush them a little to release the perfume. There we go. One sweet posy for your delicate, pretty young nose.
Here, take this posy. Can we talk now?
Thanks, miss. Maybe you ain't got the plague, but you got a downright strange accent, and you can't be too careful. What do you want to know?
Hey, I hear you're a friend of Charlie. Can, you help me find him?
I don't know where he is. Last I saw him, he reckoned he'd found a way into the Green Lady's house. Said something about some big tunnels near Parliament, and treasure there up for grabs. I don't know how right he was, but he was desperate to find a way of helping Annie. Asked me to look after her while he was away. I ain't seen him since.
You're an orphan. That's got to be so hard. How do you manage?
Well, I've done all right. When my mum and dad passed on with the sickness, I got sent to the parish. It's what happens to kids when their folks go. But there's nothing for me there, so I ran away and ended up on the streets. But I'm quick. People never catch me, so I'll make enough to get by.
A young boy like you shouldn't be pickpocketing and stealing. It's wrong, and it's dangerous.
Of course it's dangerous, and I'll be in trouble if the watch catch me. I'm fit to work, you see, so if they find me, it'll be a flogging, then sent back to my parish. The poor laws ain't kind to folks like me, but they've got to catch me first, haven't they?
That's awful. You're too young to be living on the streets. You should be at school. Isn't there one you could go to?
School, miss? Not me.
But you've got to have an education. There must be somewhere you can learn how to read and write.
I ain't got the money for no school, miss. Like my folks couldn't send me to petty school when I was young. Anyway, letters and stuff, they're for the toffs and churchmen. And even if I did get into one of them free grammar schools, how would I make money to eat and stuff?
So, let me get this straight. Green Lady's so-called house, big tunnel near Parliament, missing Charlie. Oh, I hope the doctor can make sense of all this.
Here we go, sir. It's around that corner. Excuse me if I don't accompany you. After my previous experience, I have little stomach for sorcery. Very well done, sir. I must say I'm impressed with your skill with the arcane arts. Now follow me to the next one.
All right! What do you want?
It's all right, Margaret. This here is a man on the King's business.
I don't care if it's the risen Lord himself. Get lost!
Hello, I need to get into your yard. Can you let me in?
Get lost! I don't know you from Adam.
I apologise for Margaret's uncooperative behaviour. Perhaps you could grease her palm in some way.
I said get lost!
I think this might help.
Sorry, sir. Sorry. Right away. Come in, sir. Welcome. Come in, sir. Welcome. Come in, sir. Welcome.
Ah, Doctor, there you are.
Of course I'm here. I'm having way too much fun to be anywhere else. Now, what do we know about Charlie?
They say he's been following Winters to her house.
Her house? Interesting. That might mean he knows where her ship is. But do we know where Charlie is?
He's disappeared. Last time anyone saw him, he was wet and had been underground, near Parliament.
Do you know anywhere like this, Mr. Plum?
Sounds like the drains. Vile place, dark, filthy and crawling with rats.
Sounds lovely. Who in their right mind would go down there?